Here from the KFVS Digital News Desk, and we've got Jason Davis with us here today. He is with Historic Downtown Sikeston. How are you doing today, Jason?
I'm doing good, Clayton. How are you?
We're doing well, doing well. Glad to be here, and glad to be taking a look at some of the things coming up in Sikeston. And to just start things off, I believe that there is a cook-off of some sort, and I think there's more to it than that, but that I'd written down here. But yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, it's spring is in full swing in Sikeston, and a lot of the events are starting to take place. Specifically, this weekend, we have several events that are taking place. One of those that you just mentioned is the 10th annual Sikeston American Legion Poker Run and Cook-Off competition. That's this Friday and Saturday. A lot of activity happening with that here at the American Legion. They're having a cornhole tournament that starts at 7 o'clock on Friday evening. Also, they're having the Ultimate Flooring Wing War competition. And so that'll be an interesting competition, I'm sure, with chicken wings. And it's sponsored by Ultimate Flooring, Darren Johnson, and those guys over there always participate in things in the community. And then on Saturday, there's a poker run with the registration starting at 8 a.m., and then they're also having a cook-off competition, and they're calling it a mystery meat basket competition. So it's going to be a great event, a lot of food competition involved. The cornhole tournament is just going to be a busy weekend. Not only that, not only is it going to be fun, but they're also having a live auction that'll be on Saturday at 4 p.m. So a lot of activity Friday and Saturday at the 10th annual Sikeston American Legion Poker Run and Cook-Off competition. That's at the Sikeston American Legion down here on South Kings Highway this Friday and Saturday.
All right, great stuff. And you know, you gotta love when the competition element's added to the food element, because then you just the bar keeps raising. Everyone's, you try to outdo one another. Then it, that brings out the best. So you gotta love that element to bring it to all of that, as well as all the other excitement and variety going on there. As we're looking, then also Sikeston Little Theater is back at it again with a new production. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of the theater favorites. It's the children's production. This year they're doing James and the Giant Peach Jr. It's a musical featuring local youth in grades 3 through 8. And that show kicks off this weekend. The show dates are April the 28th and 29th. That'll be at 7 p.m. There's also a Sunday matinee this Sunday at 2. And then they'll repeat that next weekend on May the 5th, May the 6th, 7 p.m. with Sunday matinee on May the 7th. And you can get your tickets online, SikestonLittleTheater.com. You can also come to the box office, which is also just down from the American Legion on South Kings Highway. It's 506 South Kings Highway here in Sikeston. It's Sikeston Little Theater presenting James and the Giant Peach Jr. Pretty excited about that.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff. It's also that wonderful time of the year when farmers markets are popping up again. Can you tell us that one's coming up down there, right?
Yeah, so farmers market in historic downtown Sikeston is a very popular event, and you'd be surprised. I start getting questions in January about when the farmers market's going to kick off. We always start the farmers market the first Saturday in May, and so that's going to be the case this year. Coming up in just a couple of weeks, we'll have our first farmers market on Saturday from 7 to 11, and it'll go every Saturday then from May through October from 7 to 11, or until they sell out of product. So usually kind of starts slow, and then as we get through the summer and more produce starts to show up, it usually gets pretty busy. So we may have 6, 7, 10 vendors the first weekend, but by June, July, we're up to 25 or 30 vendors. So got a meeting about farmers market tomorrow. Excited to hear some of the new things that are coming. I have been some new vendors reach out to me, and they're planning on coming. So it's going to be a great year for farmers market, and that kicks off the first Saturday in May from 7 to 11 in American Legion Park.
Good deal. Anything else that to mention today before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think that's about it. We do have several things coming up in May and into June. We'll be announcing our Music in the Park Summer Concert Series lineup coming up in the next couple of weeks. Of course, the JCs will be doing their Crawfish Boil and Music Festival on May the 20th. And then we have a new event in Sikeston we'll talk more about as we get closer to it. But Sikeston is hosting a hot air balloon festival coming up on Friday, June the 16th through Sunday, the 18th of June. And so we'll have more details about that as we get closer.
And I know everyone is very excited for that, and everyone's looking forward to it. So we will be excited to talk to you about it and look forward to that in more detail. So Jason Davis, Director of Historic Downtown Sikeston, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Clayton.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to turn it back over to Local News Live for now. Stick around. We've got Heartland News now just around the corner.